Welcome to Pilates. We're just going to do about 20 minutes today. I'm coming to you from my new apartment, new space. So, no equipment's needed today, not even hand weights, unless you wanted an extra challenge or ankle weights would also be fine. Just about 20 minutes, like I said. Let's start seated. So, if you have a mat, sit down on your mat. If you don't have a mat, no worries. Just sit down on the floor, find a nice tall posture. Shoulders stacked right over the hips, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And just take a moment here at the start of our practice to settle in, put everything else aside for the next 20 minutes or so. Take a few slow inhales and exhales to help center yourself in this present moment. Getting into our Pilates breath as you inhale. See if you can inhale through the nose and feel the rib cage expand 360 degrees, front, side, and back. Fill it with air. The diaphragm is expanding. And then exhale, blow the air out through your mouth like you're blowing through a straw. Audible exhale. You should feel the rib cage pull back together. Deep abdominal muscles tighten. So that audible exhale is something we want to practice throughout our entire class to help to engage the deep core. And again, it just helps us stay in the present moment. Okay. From here, just bring your feet and arms straight out in front of you. Taking a half roll down. So tuck your tailbone under and roll down over your imaginary back pockets just until the lowest vertebra touches first. And then you try to go bone by bone just as far as you can so that you can get right back up. Okay, so your low point is going to happen when your feet are still planted on the floor. If you get to a point where your feet lift, just stop a little bit sooner. And ideally, you're tucking the tailbone round the back, curl down, and you go bone by bone before you restack the spine. I would say the furthest you would want to go down is to the base of the rib cage. But even if you're going less than that today, that is totally fine. Just go where you are still in control and can get back up. Remember your Pilates breath. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, audible exhale to get back up to that seated position. Okay, next one. Go really slow and try to go bone by bone all the way down onto your back. Remember, tuck the tailbone first, C curve, curl the spine down, 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 slow. And then once you're finally there, you can release it. Just get positioned here on your back. Okay, legs to a strong tabletop position. Knees right over the hips, knees bent to 90 degrees. So try not to have the knees too far into your chest. Strong tabletop position. Your abs have to hold your legs in place. Okay. Now check in with the low back. You just want a neutral spine. Make sure the low back doesn't move. Try to keep it close to the floor as we're going to do a dead bug. Release one leg down to the floor and lift it back up. Just the legs to start. Tap the floor, lift back up. Knee stays bent, move at the hip. Tap down and back up. Now, option arms can lift up towards the ceiling and really just focus on the low back. Keep it as still as possible. And remember your breath. Inhale, go down, audible exhale. As you come up, can you feel the deep core muscles engage a little bit more? Good. Now stay here, or we are going to add opposite arm and leg. The leg stays doing the same thing. Still only moving at the hip. Try not to straighten the leg quite yet. And really, again, feel that opposition. Try to stabilize through the torso. For 4 more. For 3. Last 2. Just 1 more, and then you can go ahead and take a break. Feet find the floor, quick windshield wiper side to side of those knees. And then curl yourself up into a ball. Peel the shoulder blades off the floor and press the low back down into the mat. Going into single leg stretch. Start to straighten one leg out and hug the other knee in. Then switch sides. If you can, reach the same side hand to the ankle, opposite side hand to the knee, and then switch, getting that little bit of coordination. Keep the shoulder blades up as much as you can, focusing on really pressing the low back down now. Still using that Pilates breath. Exhale, blow the air out through the mouth as you hug the knee in, and then switch. Good. For 3 more like this. For 2. After this next one, keep the leg doing exactly what they're doing and turn this into a crisscross. So hands come behind the head and now reach opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Legs are doing the same thing as they were in the single leg stretch, but now we're reaching across the midline of the body, getting the obliques involved. Still only move as fast as your breath. Audible exhale as you twist. Inhale through center and settle into the other side. Keep the elbows wide here, chin off your chest. And if you can, when you rotate, look towards that elbow, look towards the back of your mat and feel the length from that elbow to the opposite foot. For 3 more. The slower, the better in Pilates oftentimes. Last 2. Take your last one and then release it. Feet find the floor, windshield wiper, the legs side to side. Okay, from here, straighten the legs out, reach the arms up overhead, and now we'll go through a very slow Pilates roll up. Keep your legs glued together. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead to prepare. Exhale, start to peel your spine off the mat like you're peeling a sticker off the floor as slow as you possibly can. Get to the top and then reach over your toes. Come back to center, inhale to prepare again, and then exhale, tuck your tailbone. It's like that roll down we did at the start of class, but now you go all the way down and your legs are straight, bone by bone. Imagine your spine is like a string of beads on a necklace being peeled off the mat one bone at a time and then placed back down one at a time. Go at your own pace here, matching the movement with the breath, doing as the best you can to keep your legs zipped together. And doing your best to go slow and not use momentum, easier said than done. So if you're still new to this practice, be patient with yourself and know that it takes time. So just meet yourself where you're at today. A little bit of momentum's okay. Also, if you just want to focus on the crunch up and then lower back down, that is going to help to build your abdominal strength as well until you can start peeling up with less momentum. Okay, this is our last one. Meet me in a seated position, cross the feet in front of you, and tabletop position. Now, okay, wrists right underneath shoulders, knees right underneath hips. Take a cat position by rounding your back, C curve. Look at your belly button, curl the spine to the ceiling, and then just come back to neutral spine. Okay, so we don't want to go to cow. We do that in yoga. In Pilates, you only want to do the cat. C curve, look at your belly button, curl the spine to the ceiling, and then back to neutral. So you want to think your spine is doing that same C curve that you were doing in the roll down. Start at the pelvis, tuck the tailbone, pull the low belly up and in, and then come back to neutral. One more, curl, exhale, and then come back to neutral. Okay, from here, neutral means there's a natural curve in the low back. Neck is an extension of the spine. Look to the top of your mat. And now without shifting side to side, lift the left arm forward. We're still nice and stable, neutral spine. Again, without shifting side to side, lift the right leg back. So opposite arm and leg are lifted. Just balance and feel what your core has to do to keep you centered. Notice if you're sinking into the left hip or if you can use your core to stay centered. Right hip is lifted in line with the left. Today, we're going to add lateral movement to our bird dog. So just imagine your arm and leg are hovering over the surface of a table, parallel to the floor. You take them out to opposite sides and then back to center. Okay, so out to the side. And as you're doing that, try to avoid, again, sinking into one leg or the other. Breathe. Inhale, arm and leg to the side. Audible exhale, arm and leg back together. Imagine you are balancing a full glass of soup or water, whatever you want to imagine, on your back. Imagine it's balancing there and you don't want to let it spill out. Last two here. Just one more, nice and slow and controlled. Keep the leg lifted, arm comes down. Good. Now spin the bottom foot to the side of your mat and you'll open into a side facing position. Okay, I'm just going to flip around so that you can see me, but you come right from that hands and knees position. Wrist is still underneath, shoulder, knee is still underneath your hip. And now you're just turned to the side. Lift your leg up to hip height. From here, point the toe. Find the neutral spine, natural curve in the low back. Neck is an extension of your spine. Top hand can be on your hip or up to the ceiling. Just drawing little circles here with that same leg. Think just the size of a grapefruit, not too big, not too small. Drawing the same circle with your toe every time. Trying to keep everything from the hips up nice and still. And then draw those circles the other way. You should feel the outer thigh and glutes starting to maybe shake. Mine are. As you're here, can you lift out of the left side body? Good. And go ahead, keep the leg lifted, reach the arm up overhead. We'll start to crunch elbow and knee together. And reach, reach, reach back to the side. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach. If your wrist bothers you at any point, you could do this down on your forearm and hip if you wanted to as well. Just make sure you still stay lifted out of the side body closest to the floor if you take that option. Okay, last two. Next one, just hold the arm and leg long balance for 4, 3, 2, and then come back to hands and knees. Quick child's pose. Roll out the wrist for a moment. Quick 20-minute practice. So really we have less than 10 left already, maybe 7 or so. Come down to your stomach from here. Extend arms and legs to opposite sides of the room. Tuck your chin. Look at the floor. And now reach opposite arm and leg up towards the ceiling to opposite sides of the room and lower back down. Other side. Arm and leg lift, 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 and lower back down. You want to keep the chin tucked so that the work is coming from your low back. And make this as active as you can by focusing on the hand that's actually going to stay on the ground. Press that down first, ground down through that arm, and then reach the arm and leg that are lifting to opposite sides of the room. Feel that opposition, length, and lower down. New hand on the ground, grounds down first, press down, feel your upper back engage, and then reach long, 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 and lower back down. Last two like this. As we continue, can you imagine there's a grape underneath your belly button? Lift the low belly up and away from the floor. Next one, lift all 4 limbs, keep the chin tucked and swim. Feel that squeeze in the low back. Still that imaginary grape underneath your belly button. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and release it. Child's pose once again. Release that low back. And then come back up to hands and knees as you're ready. Okay, same starting position. Wrists right underneath shoulders, knees right underneath hips. Other side. So this means without shifting side to side, lift the right arm first. Without shifting once again, lift the left leg. Just balance to begin. Check in, you have the natural curve of your low back. Sometimes that requires a slight tuck of the tailbone to pull the low belly up and in. You don't want to be sinking. Pull the low belly up and in. And just breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Neck is an extension of the spine. Let's add that lateral movement out to the side. Arm and leg opposite ways. Come back to center. Only go as far as you can without shifting side to side in the torso. You want to stay as still as you can. Arm and leg hover parallel to the floor. Just breathe. Inhale, arm and leg open. Exhale, blow the air out through the mouth to bring the arm and leg back in. Trying to practice the diaphragmatic breathing we practice at the start of class still for just 2 more. Next one, keep the leg lifted, plant the hand down, turn the bottom foot out to the side of your mat and open into that side facing position. Same thing, we're gonna draw those circles. I'll turn to face you, but you keep going where you are. Knee still right underneath hip, wrist still right underneath shoulder. Draw those circles. Try to lift out of the right side body, away from the floor. You can take it down to your hip and forearm if you need to. But if you do that, you're still active. It's like you're holding a side plank. Lift out of the right shoulder as much as you can. Keep the neck as an extension of your spine. Breathe in through the nose, blow it out through the mouth. For 4, 3, 2, change directions of your circle, go the other way. Draw the same circle. And again, focus on keeping the torso still over everything. Just try not to shift side to side, forward and back. For 3, 2, keep the leg lifted, reach the arm up overhead. And now add that crunch, elbow and knee together. And reach, reach, reach. So still trying to keep the torso unfazed by this. Lifting out of the right shoulder still. Breathe. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch, elbow and knee together. For 4 more. For 3. Last 2. Next one, just hold arm and leg long. Breathe and shake for 4. 3, 2, come back to hands and knees and take a child's pose. Once again, roll out your wrists. Just take one more little break for your wrists. Last thing we'll do today is our Pilates push-ups. So we'll start at the top in a standing position. So meet me, tuck your toes under, walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees, slowly roll up. Last thing to come up is the head. Okay. Pilates push-ups, we start with a roll down through the spine. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, find a C curve in your spine. Imagine you're diving over a barrel. Curl the spine down, slow, slow, slow. Suspend in the air as long as you can. And then finally, hands come to the floor. Walk out into your plank position. Option, you can do your push-ups. There's 3 at the bottom. Wherever you are, you can either be knees right underneath hips in a tabletop, knees a little bit further back in a kneeling plank, or all the way up on your toes in a full plank. After 3, walk your hands back to your feet, bend your knees, and then make a reverse C curve. Just as slow. Roll up one bone at a time. Arms to the ceiling, release it, and repeat at your own pace. The slower, the better. Your option and challenge here is to lift up on your toes, suspend, and then try to do the C curve down. Pull the belly button in, curl the spine down, suspend, pull the belly button to the spine. Finally, walk out. When you get there, 3 push-ups at your own pace. Still doing that Pilates breath. Inhale, lower down, exhale, up. Make sure your elbows are going back alongside your body at about a 45-degree angle. After 3, walk your hands back in. Slowly roll up again. Maybe you can come up to those toes. Struggle with the balance maybe a little bit like me. That's okay. Wobbling is how we get stronger. One more. All the way down to the mat, okay? Slow as can be. You'll do 3 more push-ups at the bottom. And then you'll stay down there in a child's pose. Just breathe. Inhale down. Exhale up. After 3, drop your knees. Take a child's pose. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a moment of gratitude for your body and all the hard work it just did. Maybe just take note of how your body feels. Heart rate up a little bit more, a little bit warmer, all good things. And then as you're ready, make your way to whatever you got going on next. That was our quick 20-minute class. You can always pair this with, I have 45-minute classes on my YouTube page. So feel free to do two little pairs of a workout if you want a longer one. But let me know what you thought of this class today. Thank you for being here and see you next time.